Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon.
I think this is on. It is? Great. Just a couple of quick questions for you. Again, great seeing you. Thank you for taking time to visit me in my office last week. I wanted to bring up, again, the 5-year transportation plan and the MOU that allocated about 25%, roughly $4.4 billion, for the governor's priority projects. And we've heard a lot today about the impact of inflation and the cost of construction these days. So my concern is if we've allocated those dollars for the governor's priority projects, do we know for a fact that we allocated enough of the $4.4 billion? And if not, is there a concern from your standpoint that you're going to have to shift dollars from other road projects to complete them?
No, what we're looking to do is manage, the bottom line is that we've got opportunity in the 5-year budget. And what I was trying to explain before is we're monitoring all the costs with regard to inflation, the cost of supplies. We've definitely seen an increase over the last year and a half, certainly. But those prices are adjusting themselves. And so I think it's incumbent upon us to actually monitor it over the course of time here. We're seeing a lot of for instance, some of these prices are actually coming down in the last quarter, certainly over the last 6 months. So we have to look at it over the course of the 5-year plan. How do we adjust those costs accordingly?
Thank you. And I want to pivot quickly in my remaining time to the TOD proposal for transit-oriented development. As you know, in my region and in my district, state roads are our main arteries. And so I'm just curious, from your standpoint, if we're implementing this housing program and the infrastructure, specifically for state roads, cannot support the increase of housing, what's your department going to do, or what's your vision on how you can address that to meet the needs of my communities?
I think one of the things that's really innovative about the project, so I like to look at it as a mobility, not just transit specific, but any mode of transportation that can be accessed, because that's what we're basically trying to do, right? We're trying to connect people where they live to where they need to be, regardless of what mode of transportation is accessible to them. And so that's the opportunity. And when you marry that up between housing opportunities, DRI, all of the other economic development programs that the state has, we've seen great success in how we can leverage train, transit, highway, rail service, et cetera, for the betterment.
I completely understand that, but considering that my district is a commuter district, and right now they use state roads to get to the local Metro North stations. If you're going to be populating around those stations, and right now the infrastructure isn't there to support what we currently need, how are we going to support an influx of people who are utilizing those arteries?
Well, we look at it very holistically through the planning process at the MPO and how we can better serve everybody with leveraging those investments.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Senate?